What is up, everybody? We are back with some more college football plays. Quick little recap of yesterday's free picks. We swept the board. We went 3-0. We did have a DNP from our man James Cook. He didn't play, so that one obviously doesn't count. But we had Breece Hall over 27.5 receiving yards. Dude had like 7 or 8 targets this game. It was absolutely free. He had almost 60 receiving yards. We had him over 4.5 targets. Obviously at cash, he had 7 or 8. I think it was 7. But then we also had Aaron Rodgers over 199.5 pass yards. He threw for almost 300, so that one was free as well. So sweat free on all the free picks. Really, really good on that. Can't complain at all. Hopefully, we can do the same thing today. Now, I do have a small college football slate. It is a Tuesday college football, so it's going to be some small schools. A lot of the props are not on Prizepicks. So, that being said, you're going to have to bear with me on some of these. There's not a whole lot to choose from right now. They may drop more props. They may not. I do not know. But regardless of the fact, I am going to go ahead and pick our winner from yesterday's video to win a free month of VIP. I do this in every single video, guys. If we get 150 likes in this video, I will pick a random comment down below to win a free month of VIP. So make sure you guys leave a comment, hit that like button. You do have to be subscribed to win, so hit the sub button as well. And let's go ahead and pick our winner from yesterday. Yesterday's video winner is for Cash Capilati. Said VIP. Well, you just won VIP, man. Send me a message on Discord. Got you the free month of VIP, and I do appreciate you. If you guys want to get every play we post, and I say that because if they drop more plays, we're going to have more college football. We've been killing college football this season. And if you guys want to get all of our plays, head on over to our Patreon or our WAP. Both these platforms send you the same thing. They're both just different payment processors. I honestly only created WAP so I could do a week free, and then or not week free, but a weekly pass and yearly pass that Patreon doesn't offer. So I do have WAP. I do have Patreon. You can pick whichever one you want. They both send you to our Discord. Our Discord is free to join if you guys want to do that. Links down in the description. And you guys can get a month of our VIP for free if you sign up for any of our partnered apps. That's Chalkboard, Sleeper, Parlay, Play, Underdog, DGF, all those links are down below. Pick the one you want to sign up with if you don't have one, and cash out on that free month. And sorry, guys, but you do get deposit matches on all those websites as well, or all those platforms. So besides that, let's go ahead and jump into these free picks, guys. So like I said, I got 4 picks for college football. Hopefully, we can sweep the board. Bear with me on this. I have 2 original lines and 2 goblins. I don't like playing 2 goblins when there's only 4 plays. If I get 5 out, I don't mind giving 2 goblins, but 2 and 2, I don't like doing half of them goblins, but there's really not much on the board. And I'm going to show you right here passing yards. Like some of these players, like for Evan Bullock, you can't even play his original line. And I didn't take Bullock, but you can't even play his original line. A lot of these are like that right now. I don't know if the slate's going to get changed tonight. I don't know if it's just because it's the small schools playing, or if they're going to if they're just hadn't dropped it because it's early. But usually they get these plays in a lot earlier than the game, so for college football anyways. And I don't know if they're going to actually update any of these, so we have to bear with me on this. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into pick number 1. So first pick of the day is going to be my favorite play of the day, pretty much. That's not a goblin. And it's going to be for our man Gio Lopez. I'm taking Gio Lopez over 293.5 pass and rushing yards. Playing South Alabama's playing Troy tonight. This one's got like a 57-point total or something like that. I can get the exact number here in just a second. Hold on. So we got South Alabama. Hold up, it's loading. And it is a 54.5 point total, which is a high scoring game. South Alabama is minus 13.5 favorites, so they should be able to beat Troy pretty easy. Gio Lopez is a beast, man. He can run the ball, he can throw the ball, he can do pretty much everything. He gets a lot of yards, and we're going to go ahead and pull him up over here. So this platform right here is called OUTLIER.bet. If you guys want a free week of it, you can use our link down in the description, and highly recommend it. It's only $20 after that free week, which is pretty dang cheap for what you're getting on this platform. Highly recommend you use it. So I'm going to go over here. Over 293.5. He's only cashed at 2 of his 5 games this season. He's come really, really close. He had 261, 259, 204, and a 3 miss. That was against LSU. One of those was anyway. He just had 346 versus Arkansas playing against Troy, man. Troy's not going to be able to stop him. Passing yards, Troy only gives up 198.8 per game, which is 46 in the nation. But rushing yards, they give up 107 per game at 181.8 rushing yards per game. If you come over here to Troy defense, SAB offense, you can see they're going to run the ball hard on them. They're going to be able to pass the ball whenever they want, I feel like, as well. And head-to-head last season, he did only have 194, but I think that story changes tonight. I think he has a great game versus Troy tonight, and I think he's going to cash this and go over 300 yards total for us. If you go over here to not passing touchdown, rushing yards, you can see he's averaging 51.6 rushing yards on the season. If you go over here to rush attempts, he's got 10 rush attempts his last 2 games, averaging 8.2. If you come down here to the overall rushing, he is 3rd on the team with rush with Kentrell Bullock, and that's actually Fluff Bothwell. It's what it'll be on most apps, but it is Demarion or Fluff Bothwell. They got 56 attempts as well. So he gets the ball 20% of the time for rush attempts. I think he's going to have a good game here tonight. He only ran for 39 last season versus Troy, but he should be able to catch this line for us tonight, locking in Gio Lopez over 293.5 pass and rush yards combined. Now, bear with me, or not bear with me, but remember, keep in mind that rushing yards in college football will be negative if they get sacked. So if he gets sacked for minus 20, he will lose 20 rush yards. And that killed us in one of our plays last week. We ended up almost sweeping the board, went like 4-1. And who was it? Hajj Malik Williams ended up getting sacked and causing us to lose that slip. So be careful with that. If you don't like his just his rush yards, I like his pass yards as well. I think he's going to throw the ball. I don't think Troy can stop him. I really don't. But anyways, like Gio Lopez, got him for over 293.5 pass and rush yards combined as our first pick of the day. Jumping into pick number 2, we're going to jump to the other side of things. We're going to take the Troy running back, Damen Taylor. So we're going to pull up Damen Taylor. This is going to be our first goblin of the day. And we got him over 39.5 rushing yards. I like this play too. I think Troy's going to be able to move the ball. If you look at the score, I told you it's a 54.5 point total, which means they're probably going to be able to move the ball. So looking at Damen Taylor, 39.5 rush yards. His original line sitting at like close to 60.5. So we're going to go over here to 39.5. He's catched it every game except 2 this season with over 109 versus FAMU. He just had 63 versus Texas State. Looking at SAB, South Alabama, they gave up 59th in the league or in the nation at 132 rushing yards per game. If you come down here, Troy should be able to throw the ball against SAB as well, but they're going to be able to run the ball too, I think. So I like this play. He gets 11.3 carries per game on average. He had 17 versus ULM, 11 his last game. They run the ball 54% of the time. Coming down here to Damen Taylor, he gets 35% of the rushing share, which is 68 rush attempts this season. So he's going to run the ball a lot. He's going to get his chances. He should be able to get 40 for us easy. I think he's going to be able to get 60 tonight as well. If you want to take his original line, you can, but I'm locking this one in as a free pick. 60.5 is his original line. But like to play for a man, Damen Taylor, the Troy running back. And I got him locked in as pick number 2. So jumping into our next pick, and I will go ahead and show you guys that we locked it in. This is the slip we posted just a minute ago. $100 for $225. Gio Lopez paired with Damen Taylor. I got that locked in if you guys want to tell it. But that is our first 2 picks. So third pick of the day, we are going to be taking our man Devonte Ross. So Devonte Ross, and we're going to lock him in over 66.5 receiving yards. So this is Troy's number 1 receiver. I like his goblin better, obviously, for 49.5. But I think Troy's going to be able to move the ball. I think they're going to be able to throw the ball. I think they're going to be able to run the ball. I don't think those 40 rush yards is going to keep Ross from hitting. So let's go ahead and pull up our man Ross over here. So Devonte Ross over 66.5 receiving yards. Yeah, it is 66. Let's make sure it wasn't 64. But he's catched it 3 of 6 games so far this season, which is half of them. Looking at South Alabama, they give up 132nd in the nation in passing yards or receiving yards at 310 per game. Over 300 receiving yards allowed per game. And that's not even the best part about this play. If you come down here to Devonte Ross, he gets 35% of their targets. So he has 53 with Peyton Higgins right behind him at 28. So almost double what Peyton Higgins gets. Every 3 passes come to him. They don't throw the ball as much as they run the ball. But Troy's going to get beat tonight. I'm going to put money on that for sure. I'm definitely going to be taking South Alabama money line or spread or whatever. But they're going to get beat. They're going to have to air the ball out if they want to have a chance at win. Looking at his targets, he's averaging 8.8 targets per game. So right at 9. He had 14 versus FAMU. I like this play a lot for a man, Devonte Ross. He should be able to get plenty of targets. He had over 229 receiving yards versus FAMU. Versus Texas State and ULM, he struggled. He only had 4 versus ULM. Last game, he only had 2 catches. So he only caught the ball 2 receptions, caught the ball 2 of 10, which is 20%. And he still almost, he didn't almost cash, but he only had 26. But if he would have caught half of those, he definitely would have cashed, in my opinion. But I like this play a lot. Last year, he had 37 versus South Alabama, but he only had 5 targets for 3 receptions. I think he's getting more than that tonight. Like to play for a man, Devonte Ross, as pick number 3 of the day. So jumping into our 4th final play, we're going to be jumping over to Lamar Jackson, and we're locking him in over his 24.5 receiving yards, which is a goblin play. This is our second goblin, Louisiana Tech wide receiver. He's a number 1 wide receiver in targets, and 24.5 should be easy for him to get. Let's go ahead and pull him up over here. So Jackson. Oh my gosh, I did not spell that right. I don't know if you guys saw what I just spelled, but it wasn't. I don't even think it was a word. It definitely wasn't a word. But anyway, over 39.5 original line. If you come down here to 24.5, he has cashed his 4 or 5 games this season. He's not the number 1 targeted receiver. He's number 2, by the way, I think. But you can see New Mexico State gives up 82nd in the nation in receiving yards allowed at 223.5 per game. Come over here to the Louisiana Tech offense versus New Mexico State. They should be able to throw the ball. They should be able to move the ball pretty easily. If you look at the charts, you can see they give up 223 per game, and then Louisiana Tech gets 260 passing yards per game, which is a decent amount. Come over here to targets. He averages 4.6 targets per game. He had 8 versus FIU. He had 4 his last game, 3 receptions. If he gets 2 or 3 receptions, he should realistically be able to get this. He averages 15.8 yards per reception. If that's the case, 2 receptions, and he catches this if he hits his average. So love this play. They throw the ball 52% of the time. True Edwards is the only wide receiver that gets more targets than him, which 20%. So they do spread the ball out a good bit. They have quite a few wide receivers. I mean, you can see like nobody's getting a huge majority of the share. True Edwards with 20%, and then Marley and Jackson at 14.5. So love to play for him, man. 24.5 is a really, really low number, especially with his original line and with his Demon being at 68.5. 24.5 is great value. I like to play a lot, and I've got him locked in. So those are our 4 plays, guys. Gio Lopez over 293.5 pass and rush yards combined. We got Damen Taylor over 39.5 rushing yards. Devonte Ross over 66.5 receiving yards. And Marley and Jackson over 24.5 receiving yards. Lock them in if you like them. Fade them if you don't, guys. Hopefully we get that sweep going again. We have been absolutely dominating these football picks over this last week. Let's keep this streak going, guys. We are up a lot in the VIP. Would love to have you guys in our VIP as well if you guys want to join. I do have one plug before the end of this video. That plug is going to be for DGF. And before you click off, I know a lot of you guys don't even watch the DGF part. You can get a free month of VIP, and you can get 25% off your entire purchase of DGF if you use code ACES. Now look at their AI slip generator. Don't click off yet. I know you're going to, but don't click off yet. Look how many units they are up in the last year. They went up 40 units today on the AI slip generator. They're up 2,050 units since last year. That is over $100,000 if you play $50 on every slip. You can see there's quite a few slips over here on Fliff that you could tell. But man, if you're making this kind of profit, it doesn't even matter. Get you a bankroll, play $2 on every slip if you got to. You'll profit. I mean, $2 on every single slip, you built $4 grand, which is crazy, man. Crazy in my opinion. But anyways, guys, if you use DGF, let me know. Get yourself a free month of our VIP, and yeah, highly recommend you guys give it a try. But anyways, once again, make sure you guys leave a like on the video, drop a comment down below, make sure you're subbed. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you guys in the next one.